woods today, you're in for a big surprise. 'Cause Walt and Teddy are on Haps TV. Download the Hap. Come on, it's free. And we can all be a happy community together. Happy Friday, everyone. And I don't know whether you can hear. I'll stay quiet for a couple of seconds. I don't know whether you can hear. It is raining. It is Ireland. It is tipping it down. Absolutely tipping it down. So we thought we'd try and get a little bit of cover by heading over to the woods rather than the mountains tonight, guys. Not as though I mind a little bit of rain. I can handle a bit of rain. We got waterproofs and everything, Con, and it don't really bother me. But hey, I prefer staying dry if I can do. Edward, my friend, how are you? What's up? Nothing's up with me. Everything is didgeridoo. Everything is good as can be. It is Friday. It is the weekend. We are out and about. And we're in the forest today. Joyce, how are you, Joyce? Hi, Jess. Hello, my good friend Vanita in the house. Hi, good day, Walt. Hi, Vanita. Great to see you. Happy weekend, my friend. Happy weekend to all you guys. You're so kind. I appreciate that, Vanita. Super heart back at you. Can I do it with my left hand? There you go. There's my little heart coming back at you. I appreciate that. Looks great there. Yeah, but it's very, very wet, Jess, this evening. There's a lot of rain around, but hey ho. We've got Teddy is here, look, and he's happy as can be. Got to be quiet along this side, guys, because you know what happens around this side. You've seen it before. We've got the fairy tree just up here. Hi, Belle, how are you? Hello, everyone from New York City. Hello from a very rainy, rainy, rainy island. Hi, Blondie, how are you? Good to see you. I like your small finger heart, so cute. Thanks. Hi, Teddy. Got to be careful up here because we have the fairy tree, and we all know what happens around the fairy tree. You have just good walks. I try to be, Edward. I try to be. We try to vary them. Different ones. We do rivers, lakes, coastal walks, mountains, hills. We try and get around a bit. But that's me and Teddy, and I don't want to keep the same old boring place for you guys. I need to mix it up a little bit. So what we have here, guys, we have the fairy tree. But you know what happens at the side of the fairy tree? We have the leprechauns. Oh, hold on a second. I seen something move there. Just keep my voice down a second. Cool tree. Yeah, it is. But the trouble is, the pesky leprechauns are always out wrecking the little fairy doors on here. But you can see it, lots of lovely, beautiful little doors that all the little kids of Teddy get them. I know I have to be careful because I've usually got a special collar that I put on Teddy when we're around this part, and it's the same as basically a cattle fence. You remember the electric fence which runs up the side of the cattle fields? Well, it's one of them. If a leprechaun comes anywhere near to Teddy, then it gives off this electrical pulse and it scares the leprechauns away. But guess what? I forgot to put it on him tonight, so I've got to keep him on, keep hold of him. I've got to keep him close to me because the leprechauns are little blighters, believe me. And I'll show you where their tunnels are just at the back here in a second, but they are little blighters. If you imagine like somebody riding a horse, saddle on his back, and woohoo, they'd be gone. They'd think they was in a horse race. You've seen that. So we have to be very, very careful. And a lot of these fairy doors, they're living up to it, but they do come out at night, guys. The leprechauns do come out at night, and they destroy all these little doors as well. And then you've got the fairies who have to do all the repairs like the following day. So, yeah, but that's the fairy tree of Tom the Finnick Woods. Teddy, keep away from there. Sorry, guys, I missed a load of comments there. My apologies. You have just good walks. I appreciate that, Edward. Thank you very much. Cool tree. Oh, God. So not hot weather here, 30, and managed to put my AC on, always refreshing. Oh, Jess, I can imagine. No, we got a lot of it. Now we're supposed to get a bit of nice weather back next week, hoping for a bit of decent weather so I can take some nice pictures of him in his gown and his graduation hat and everything. Teddy, get them leprechauns. I know, I know, I know. What is that on the tree? Edward, it is fairy doors. Have you never heard fairies? We've not seen the fairies, but we've seen the leprechauns. The leprechauns are little blighters, only about 3 foot high, but oh my God, they can move. Find their gold bell. Exactly. That's what we have to do. Can you put my name with Dooley on there? I can, Vanita. Yeah, Molly. I don't know whether Molly's in the house yet, but Molly was going to make me a fairy door and just to put on the tree for herself. So I'll look out something. I will make something just for you and Dooley, Vanita, and I will put it up there. And the next time I'm here, I'll put that in my memory now, and I remember that. I'll do some kind of door, and I will put that on there, and I will write Vanita, America, Dooley, Australia. There you go. And I will put that on for you. No problem at all. I will get that sorted out this week for you for the next time I come here. Teddy, get them leprechauns. What is that on the tree? I think I told you. Find that gold. I know, Belle. I'll put that on for you, Vanita. No problem at all. Beautiful tree. I see. I see. Yeah, you got to be very, very careful. I'll show you just around this corner, guys, where the tunnels and everything are for the leprechauns, and you can make out then that the actual ferns. You can just make out now. If you see the way this is hollowed out like this is their walk path through here. And obviously there's a lot of brambles. It's like a little tunnel. It's like a little channel. But the leprechauns can basically crawl underneath it because, like I say, they're only 2'6", 3 foot high. So, but they're in the back here, so we do have to be careful with them. We don't want to wake them up. Usually they come out at night time, guys, but they're always very, very close to the fairy tree. So that's why we do need to be very, very careful. Happy weekend to you, my dear. Just saying to Vanita, great, so cute. The tree, I know, it's awesome, Vanita. It's great for the kids as well. Watch out for the snakes, Belle. We are so, so lucky in Ireland. St. Patrick scared all the snakes away, so we don't get anything which we need to worry about. I don't need to keep Teddy close. Obviously, we've got deer, we've got sheep, and we've got goats, and we've got stuff like that. But anything that can harm us, we don't have the big, big spiders. But I did read something. I did read an article in the paper not so long back that there are some type of spiders over here which do give you a nasty bite as well. Apparently, they've been bought in. I don't know whether it was on there was imported like in vegetables from abroad, but that's what I'm reading, something along the lines of that. Walt, I got my first vaccine. Jess, that's awesome, my friend. That's awesome. I'm fully vaccinated now. I've got both mine, and thanks, Walt. It's my door to happiness. There you go, Vanita. That's no problem. I swear, I will sort that out for you. I need to make a little bit of wood and do a bit of a design or do something on that. I'm not very artistic in that respect, but for you and Dooley, I will do it. And I will put that up on the tree the next time I'm here. So I'll think of something in the week of some design or anything like that. Or even if I went out and bought a fairy door and wrote your names on it, I'll sort something out, definitely. The dog is our best friend, yeah, protect it. Oh, exactly, yeah, I always do, Edward. I would like to have a wild animal as pet, but the dogs are truly gifts from God. They are, Edward, absolutely. Train him to search out truffles. Belle, I know, but believe it or not, it's not dogs that actually search for truffles. Believe it or not, it's trained pigs. Pigs actually are the ones which snort out truffles. Believe it or not, if you don't believe me, please Google it and you will see for yourself. It's actually trained pigs which actually snort out truffles for some reason. Dogs have not got that scent or something to do with that anyway. But yeah, wouldn't that be awesome? No doubt. In this forest is so, so old, guys. These are some of the oldest oak trees around in Ireland. It used to be a massive forest which used to cover thousands and thousands of acres. Then over time, obviously, the trees got cut down. The trees got used for the wood in different places around even the UK as well. A lot of the wood here went over to build some of the Cambridge University and Oxford University. And then we've got a really famous university here in Ireland, in Dublin, called Trinity College. A lot of the wood from here actually was used for the building of a lot of the colleges and universities around. Everything is so green, Joyce. Absolutely, it is, because we've got so much rain here. Put me a door. Hopefully, I will visit Ireland one day before I die. You take me to see the door on this tree. Jess, absolutely no problem. I will sort that out as well. No problem. Jess, I will do that for you, my friend. I will sort that this week. I got quite a lot of wood in the garage, so I can do some kind of design. It's just I'm not very artistic or anything like that. But I will sort something out for you awesome people out there. Q Walt, but protect our Teddy from trolls. I know. It's not so much the trolls in the woods, Benita. It's the trolls on Haps. We need to protect ourselves, but we don't need to protect because we just laugh at them anyway. They are so funny, and I've never been bothered with trolls. There, they can come in, they can say what they want, but they never affect me. I just amuse them. I laugh at them, and so be it. I know, but dogs can too. Really, Bella, I look into that. Teddy's got a good nose on him. Not half as good as what Snoop and Socks were before, but Teddy does have a good nose on him. I must go now, my friend. Good night from Lebanon. Totally dark here now, 8:48. Yes, I appreciate you dropping by, my friend. Have an awesome night. Have an awesome week. He follows you anyway, so it's pointless asking everybody to follow you anyway. But I really appreciate you dropping by, Jess, and the same with everybody else. Hot not equipped for it here. We don't have air conditioning or anything like that. I have air conditioning in my office, but that's all. That's up at work, and I'm not going to sit in my office at work like 24 hours a day. But in the normal house, no, we don't have it. Thank you. What you're welcome, Jess. So sweet dog, always you're welcome. Ah, you're very kind. He's here. It is Teddy. Teddy. Well, it's a bit of an upset for me now. Again, not quite sure what's happening at the minute, guys, but we will soldier on, so they say. Now, there are deer in this woods as well. There's lots of squirrels around. But other than that, nothing that really can harm us, guys. And obviously, the rain don't harm us either. I mean, we are equipped today. I will show you quickly. There you go. Where are we? We are there, guys. Happy Friday. And we've got our Haps hat on. And as you can see, we've got teddy tails down the side of that. But I hope you're all having a wonderful Friday and all the best. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. But there you go. That's me anyway for people who don't know me. I'm just the old fart like who stands behind the camera. It's my hat. God, it's getting a little bit dirty. I'm trekking. But yeah, we've got a camera on the side with all my social media things underneath it. Walt Holick, as you can see. We've got the Haps logo. And then we've got the wonderful picture of Teddy Tails on the side of it. Oh my God, I need to put my hat back on because my head's getting wet. You look 50. I appreciate that, Edward. I appreciate that. That's actually a compliment for me because I'm older than 50. I'm actually older than 50. So there you go. I never miss the age. Yeah, you're a few years out anyway. You're a few years out there. But yeah, I passed that a few years ago. Oh my God, is Teddy humping that tree? No, but we're going to do a bit of tree hugging tonight, Dave. Mr. Rehab. We're out in our favourite woods here, and we're out for our tree hugging session, guys. Tree hugging. So I got my tripod all set up. I'll put the camera down later on, and we'll hug a few trees, which and they're pretty wet with the moss as well. So, so how's everybody doing? Is everybody happy? It is. Thank. I was going to say thank F it's Friday, but thank God it's Friday. I'll say the polite version of it. Thank God it's Friday, and I am so thankful it's Friday. I mean, I love my weekends, as you can well imagine. Anthony, how are you, my friend? Great to see you, all the way from all the way from Galaxy City. I might do apologise. I don't know where Galaxy City is. I know it's somewhere probably in the States, I'd imagine. But yes, one place I've never even heard of, and I've not even heard somebody on Haps being from there anyway. But Galaxy City, if you can fill me up on that, that'd be appreciated. That's a new one to my, because there's so many wonderful names. People press that button and hello from such and such. One of my favorites is Derby's place, Loveland. I think that's absolutely brilliant name for a place, Loveland. And yeah, I don't know whether Derby's around, but yeah, she lives in the most awesome places. Our places around here are quite what would you say, bland, really. I mean, I live in a place called Ballon, which is a county of Carlow. So I think when I put my where from on, I think it comes up as Carlow. If somebody can give me, if I'm turning into a robot, guys, if you can let me know, because I see my reception, it's going from good to bad, 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 bad to good. Oh my God, got that one. Galaxy is a small city in southwest Virginia, right across the North Carolina border. It's where bluegrass music was started. Really, Anthony, that's very interesting. Yeah, obviously I've heard of southwest Virginia and the likes of North Carolina and everywhere like that, but I've never even heard of Galaxy. So you you're good. Who's good, Venita? Who's good? But I appreciate you telling me that, Anthony. Really appreciate it. It's nice to know. I didn't pass my geography at school, so I'm not the best at my geography. I do know my way around. Obviously, I've travelled the world quite a bit. Your broadcast good. Vinita, you're so good. You're so awesome yourself, my friend. You really are. Wow, so much green there. Hey, knowledge, my friend. How are you? Yeah, we've also got, but it's very, very difficult to pick the deer out now because you can see how overgrown everything is grown up, started to flourish, and so green everywhere like this, and it's very difficult to spot the deer around. But who knows? We might see some later on, guys. And then at the bottom of it, we're like up on the top paths at the moment. Further down, you've got another path which leads through, and that actually leads back. It's like a loop which leads up to the fairy tree at the bottom there. And then further along down there, you've got another path which a majority of people will actually turn up, park the car up, and they'll walk along the bottom path all the way to the end, which runs around a beautiful, I wouldn't call it a river, it's more of a stream, you could say. A river to me is somewhere where you could basically jump in, go swimming, etc. Like this. This you wouldn't. This is probably come up to your knees in places. That's about all. So it's more or less what you'd call a stream. And then at the back here, we often see the pheasants and everything. We've got cornfields and everything around the back. And it's just a beautiful area. It's so, so quiet. But some of the trees are absolutely spectacular. They really are. I'm not, like I said, I'm not. Wes, how are you, my friend? How's your mother? I'm still sending thoughts and good wishes and hoping there's a big improvement. I've not caught your latest update today, or in fact, I didn't catch you yesterday. I weren't on apps much at all yesterday due to being very, very busy at work. But sending thoughts and prayers for Wes. I hope she's on the mend. If people come mother in their thoughts. She's been very, very poorly the past week, so please send your best wishes and wish her all the best. But yeah, so I hope things are on the right. I think the last broadcast I seen of yours where she was on, she'd come off the mask and everything like that. That she'd come off the oxygen or something like that, and she was back on to using her own mask. As far as I can think of, that was the last one, which was all good news. And I think he was very, very positive on your last broadcast. So I'm praying for the best, my friend. She's doing much better off the ventilator and aware. Thanks for asking, brother. Have a dynamite day and weekend. Where's and the same to you, my friend. And I think the last broadcast I did check out of you, I think you was heading down there or something, or was it you were going to pick your wife up? Because I think your daughter and son have both started, one started school, and I think one's in the last year of school, I believe, and you were looking for somewhere for your daughter or something. Your wife had gone off, like, and you was off to pick her up. But I hope everything goes well for you, my friend. I really do. And like I say, your mother's always in our thoughts. Have a dynamite day and weekend. Yeah, you too. You too. So yeah, these are the this is what's known as Tom na Finnig. Tom na Finnig. A lot of the names here in Ireland are very, very difficult to pronounce. I can remember when I first moved to Ireland and I started pronouncing some of the names, everybody was looking at me, gone out. And especially, I did a little bit of work for my brother-in-law when I first started here, and I was picking up aircom telephone vans. Basically, he does all the servicing. He's got his own garage and everything like that. I was basically going to take a year off just to look after my lad, but it never materialized because the government wouldn't give me any money, even though I'd paid taxes for the past 30 odd years. They wanted to see basically my shoe size. They wanted to see what color my underpants were. And in the end, I told them to F off, and I walked out the office, walked out the meeting, which we had. So I ended up getting no money from the government. So I had to do a little bit of work when I first arrived in Ireland. So I worked for my brother-in-law, and just basically picking up vans, these telephone vans, and taking them back to his garage for servicing. And many a times I'd have to stop on the side of the road, and I'd be asking a passerby, can you tell me where such and such is? And they'd literally look at me as if I had 5 heads. They would think it was so funny, and I'd say, look, this is what and obviously to be on the map, or to be on a piece of paper where I was heading or where I was hoping to get to, like this. And they come back at me and say, oh no, that's where you're talking about. We thought you was talking about somewhere in another land, like, because the pronunciation was far different to what it actually was. Always pray for mum. So we got that. I appreciate Vanita. I appreciate that. Blessings and blessings. Benita, hello, my friend. How are you doing? Blessings. Kiss that tree for me, the one with the doors. Brings in good luck. I will do that. We will be going back round later on. Benita will be coming back up that way. Yeah, our daughter is all dropped off and ready to kick book for the next 6 years in Florida. Wow. Yeah, I'll come back to that in a second. Where picked my wife up last night at the airport, so now we're 50% empty nesters once again. Thanks for all the thoughts and prayers. You and everyone, you have a dynamite day and weekend. Yeah, awesome. It's the start of your daughter's life. My son has actually just finished university. We are heading across to Galway, which is on the east coast of Ireland, next Wednesday. He's got his graduation ceremony on the Thursday, but due to COVID, where it would be a big thing for everybody graduating from university, he's done his 4 years. He got a 1-1, which is basically can't get any higher than that in business and what did he take? Business and commerce. So he got a 1-1 there. So we're going over. We're going to get him a gown. We're going to get the hat and everything like that, so we can have a few pictures taken around the NUI, around the Galway University there, get a few pictures of him just for memory's sake, basically. And then we're going to check him out for a nice meal, like on the Thursday evening, and who knows, maybe have a few drinks. Things are so weird this at the moment with COVID and everything like that. The universities, the graduation is not taking place in the university. It's all going to be done online. So literally we'll be sitting in a hotel room with my laptop and maybe a monitor and everything, and watching the graduation ceremony, and then we'll go out and we'll go down to the university, take a few pictures, celebrate it that way, and maybe going to have a spot of lunch during the day and then a nice meal in the evening. Roy, my friend, how you doing? Great to see you. Estrella, how are you? Great to see you too, my friend. I like your accent. I appreciate that. You're very, very kind. Very well done as parents. What? Vanita, my son has my wife's brains, not mine. Not mine. I was not I'm more of a practical person than I am a theatrical person, as in sitting down and doing exams. It just never appealed for me. And it's even the same when I was in the fire service like that. I struggled through the written part of the exams, but then when it come to the practical part of the firemanship, basically I was top of the class, like. And that's the always way I've been. I'm more practical than I am basically sitting down and doing exams. It's just never me. But whereas my wife's very, very, very clever, like, and I think that's where my son actually gets his brains from. He's got my looks and my wife's brains, you could say. Only kidding there. No, in my day, in my earlier day, then maybe. Very well done as parents. My daughter just graduated from a master's in registered. Oh, awesome, Vanita. Awesome. A lot of my sister who lives over in the UK, a lot of her, well, not a lot of her, but my niece, my Beth, and also Faye, both my sister's daughters, they're both in nursing as well, like, and doing very, very well. My my elder niece, which is Beth, she's actually, oh God, she's a qualified nurse, quite high up, but she's one of these people who are very, very spiritual. She actually sits next to, she works in what do you call it? Basically the people who are on the last of their lives and everything like that. She actually tells me, whereas what she's seen, and I don't know, she's something to do with spiritual. I'm not into it. I never have been into it like this, but some of the stories she actually tells me is absolutely incredible. How she's actually seen my mother, how she's seen my father, and basically something happened in the house and everything like that. She says, yeah, that was basically Granny coming to do this, coming to do that. Oh my God, guys, it just blows your mind when you speak to people like this. Congrats to your son. Thanks a million, Wes. I appreciate that. Yeah, so basically he's out now to fend for himself. He's been he's been doing part-time work in a restaurant. He was offered a job basically in his second year of university. Like, he was basically one of the top students in the university. So very, very proud of him. Very, very proud of him like this. But he was also offered a top accountancy firm like in his second year. So he's got that to fall back with. But like me and my wife actually said to him, basically travel, do a bit of traveling before you settle down in a job. See the world, see some life and everything like that. Your life's too short and you're working for the rest of it. Like myself now, I did a fair bit of traveling, enjoying my lifestyle, but I told him basically have a trip out to wherever, and that's what he's planning on doing now. But he's actually going out to London. I think he's going to stay out in London for a couple of months, the end of September, and then basically then he'll have a look at traveling. I think he wanted to travel out to Canada. He wanted to see a few things out in Canada, and he was picking up a lot of little islands around Bali. Oh my God, all over. His travel plans were absolutely incredible. Like, so something which some of the places which I've never had the chance to experience. So yeah, all the best to him on that. But yeah, he's fending for himself now. We've basically paid for his education, which is quite expensive here in Ireland. It's not free education, like, so we've looked after him for the past 22 years. So now he's basically, you could say, on his own. But no, if ever he did come into any difficulties or anything like that, I'm sure we'd help him out. Well, you're very hardworking, and it goes hand and gloves. Your wife and you, the brains joined to. You're very kind, Vanita. You're very kind. I must admit, I do actually work hard, but I never shout about it like this. But such is life. Where's Teddy? I didn't see him. Teddy, come here. Come here. Come here. Sit down. Sit. Wait. 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 Sit down. Sit. Sit. He says me, it's too wet on this ground. I'm not going to sit on here, Dad. There he is. There's my little man. And he is just the best man as well, aren't you? He's just the best boy. Yes, he's the best boy. And he knows it as well. He knows it. So next week he's got to stay with my sister-in-law, and it's the first time. How crazy is this? It's like having a baby, guys. But he's never stayed since we've had him in October. He's never stayed with anybody else, like, and he doesn't leave my side. So it's going to be like leaving a baby. I'm going to have to Zoom call my sister-in-law like on Wednesday evening and Thursday evening and get Teddy put on the screen to make sure he's okay. But he's a big wimp and he don't like he don't like me leaving him. But here he is. But no, I wouldn't have it any other way. I can remember when I lost Snoop back in August of last year, guys. Believe it or not, on Wednesday, it's a year since I lost my other dog. how crazy, how time has flown by. And I always said when I lost Snoop that I would never get another dog. And a lot of people contacted me on Twitter. A lot of people contacted me on Periscope and said, Walt, the joy you bring to the dogs, you've got to think of all the good times you've actually had together. You're going to mourn Snoop for like a couple of months, 3 months. You're never, ever going to forget your previous dogs. But you've got to think of all the joy, all the happiness your dogs have brought you in the past. And that's exactly what was thought. So in October, somebody actually contacted me and said, would I rehome Teddy? I said, send me a picture through. And as soon as he sent that picture through, he's pretty much like he is now. He's a little bit overgrown and he's very, very difficult to turn down. So that was the start of Teddy's life with us. And he was 5 in June. So he's got a number of years well ahead of him. So that's cool. I forgot my Zoom password. I know knowledge. Well, I do. Well, Microsoft Teams is mainly what we use, and we do use Zoom on occasions. But my work and everything. Good afternoon, Chad. How are you, my friend? You probably just joined as I'm going to start to lose my reception. It's pretty well known in these woods that I start to lose my reception around anywhere from here onwards now. So hopefully I can stay on for a little bit longer. We've been on 31 minutes. How crazy is that, guys? I don't know how I can chat for so long, like, and basically not take breath. Cool. But yeah, it's crazy. What you're talking about there, knowledge, is the likes of the Zoom calls and everything like that. That's what I was very, very uncomfortable in front of the camera, taking video calls, doing this sort of thing. But I guess with COVID and everything like that, working from home since last March, we have our video call, the whole of the company, like every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Then I have additional calls now. I guess you've learned to accept it now, and it's just one of them things which is basically just part of life now. Zoom calls and business calls via video and everything like that are just part of life. The picture is frozen at the moment. Audio is clear. Yeah, I thought something would start to happen now, Chad. I really did. So I do apologize, guys, but you do have to accept this when we're in the likes of middle of nowhere. There's no even big towns close to where we are. It's only very, very small villages. You've got a small village which is known as Tinahely, which is probably the biggest one closest to this, and very, very small population there. So you won't have the big phone mass or anything like that in the fields or in the woods or anything like that. Oh my God, Teddy just went flying by now. I hope he weren't getting chased by a leprechaun, but hey ho. So you say it's still frozen now, Chad, yeah? If it is still frozen now, I will close this off and I will do another broadcast before we leave the woods when we get down to the bottom, closer to the river. And who knows, if we come across anything of any interest, then we could always kick off again and start again. So I see my reception's gone to poor. So what we'll do, we'll close this one off for the time being, guys. I appreciate your company. I appreciate the wars. I appreciate each and every one of you. And thanks a million for being here, being in the chat, you could say. And no matter where you are around the world, guys, stay safe, be good. But most of all, be kind. And you know what it is for the time being? I think my picture's frozen, so I will knock this off, like, guys. So we will be back in probably about half an hour, 3/4 of an hour's time, and we'll try and have another chat there. So for the time being, guys, for myself and this little man who is still running riot around the woods, have a wonderful night, have a wonderful morning, have a wonderful afternoon, no matter where you are in the world. We will talk to you later. It's a 3, 2, 1, and we're out of here.